inspired by God through guardians. This is strictly the word of Shoaib Effendi, that guardians like Rumi, like Attar, like so many learned in Islam, they come into Baha'i faith as well. And they write books and they say things that will go to the Universal House of Justice and even the Universal House of Guardianship, and they get inspired by this natural flow of the people passing those 7 valleys, those 4 valleys. You know, you've read all those things. They become kind of manifestation of power. They connect to baha'u'llah in their heart, in their soul. And many of them, they will be opposed probably. I'm hoping not. But if these 2 houses are formed, then democracy as we want, it will be formed in the Baha'i faith. Otherwise, just one house of Universal House of Justice is like a single parent family. We just have a father, but we have no mother. We need the other house. So, let's come to the last point of this speech tonight. I was saying to Baha'u'llah that you put all the responsibility on my back. I like to believe I'm the big fellow, but I'm not. And even if the future you think I am, too bad. Even if I'm God, I don't remember it. So, what can I say? I know I'm just an ordinary guy, okay? That is my real honor, to be just a human being, okay? Divinity, please, is outside of the issue. I don't want to be. If I was God, I would resign. I bet you guys. I'm here now, and I'm not better than anybody. I don't want to be better than anybody. My relationship has to be based on friendship with everyone, love. I don't want respect, you know. I don't want a status. I really despise it. I hate it. It's the most despicable things for a man who has a shred of spirituality in his heart to seek some kind of a name and title and label of any sort. Is despicable. Believe it, people. Those who are real, they do not like it. Baha'u'llah had forcefully to claim what he is. He wouldn't want it. But there is no choice. He had to say he is who he is. That's the only way people can gather around his massive power of gravity and attraction, so the world can be organized by the scepter of God. That is the only way. Otherwise, he would have not said that. He changed even his name to go away. So I was saying to God, too bad. You're giving me, what? At age 20, I didn't know nothing. 20 to 40, I'm living. I have to work all my life. On the side, I try to be, you know, understanding the faith. After 40, I'm gone. And now I've broken my back and everything else. I have no money. I have no power. So, where is your help? I need more time. I need a lot more time than this. There's nobody. And several times I knew the answer of Baha'u'llah is that I have not brought you for the people of the present time. I brought you for the people in the future, 50 years from now, when they're totally backlogged and they have no other choice. When you die, you turn the League of the Heroes, because always people they like to worship was dead. Then they come and read your things and they find out. I said, God, but I don't have time even to convey my message. It's funny how I get inspired, if you want to know. I talk to people. Every time I talk to somebody who was asking me questions or whatever, I come up with an answer, and that's how I get inspired. My inspiration comes from people. I was talking to my son about this, and Daddy, I don't know how am I going to write a book in English. My English is broken, is not good. Who is going to edit it? Who is going to read this monumental book? As people have no time. So how do I live in this life without being here? I don't know. He never told me that. But the conversation again led to the fact, you know what? I can record myself on the videos. And then when I'm dead, as I always joke and I say that, I'm turning into software. My hardware is turning into software. That's what I always say that. So as the software goes down, the hardware gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Computer keeps crashing because you need more C power, you need more RAM power, and you don't have it. You cannot replace this heart and liver and this brain. So what do? We have to leave. As a result, I decided go to buy this Sony. Was good deal to buy the camcorder, come down. I hate to read manual, but I had to read and learn it myself to do it. And go in and on. So I created these videos for you. Now I feel at ease. I see the plan of God. First few years, he was asking me to say to immediate friends. Nobody accepted it. Even my best friend Tawheed said that I have small kids, completely believe in what you say, but if I have to come, my wife will get divorced, the kids will be with no father, and this and that. I said, you know, we have read in the books that how people sacrifice their children and their wives and their marriages and their life, basically. But today I am here, and my feeling says that for the sake of baha'u'llah, we cannot hurt a single ant, never mind a small child who's asking for his father. At least I don't understand it. So if you know this child is going to get hurt, my friend, back off, I said. And he went for 10 years, we never heard of him. So that's with them. Then God's plan is 15 years to talk to Persians, because the religion comes from there. A lot of writing is still in Persian language. I spoke to them right about 1990 till 2011, 2010. So we spoke to them long time. From the beginning, right about 15 years. Now the time has come to send this message abroad to all the Canadians, all the English people, that I was refraining to tell you people, because I thought this matter is very complicated. But in my amazement, every time I spoke to a Canadian, right away they accepted it. They felt it's very easy. Why not? Many of them, of course, they say that, why shouldn't the women go with the men into the Universal House of Justice at the same time? Why there are two houses? And I keep telling that my understanding is that religion deals with the issues that are very personal. Very, very personal. So it makes sense that men and women to be separated when they're discussing private, personal issues. Let me just give you some complicated issues that can come in my mind. 20 years, 50 years from now. There's a gentleman who has used testosterone, therapy and estrogen therapy, and he changed himself to a woman. So, how do we apply the law of inheritance? Is this a man or is this a woman? What is the legal definition of man or woman? We have to bring law. Sometimes we hear that there has been an incest happening between a brother and sister. What is the definition of law? What is the definition of brother and sister? I have understood that the genes are really important, or not the blood, not where we come from. If the genes are so close, then we are brother and sisters. If they're far away, then we're not. Sometimes they can come from the same womb, but they may not be brother and sister. Autism can happen. Person can come out with some pretty different color and everything else. So these issues will come up that demands laws, new laws to be reinstated. And that is where a lot of women, I would be one of them, and the men, they're not a specialist, they're not doctors, they're just voted. They could be a grocery man, could be just a butcher, but he's gone to the Universal House of Justice. People elected them. They may not be comfortable to discuss these issues when the women and men are sitting, and because of that shy whatever, real enforcement of law doesn't come. So Baha'u'llah has used the natural opposition, which is complementary but opposite yet, is power of man and women, so separated them in two different houses. So women cannot say that, oh, we're not enacting law. You are not, but you have the power over those who enact the law. If they say they bring a law, you don't like it, you can reject it. What power you want? You see, it's equal. It's completely equal, in my opinion. Different, but equal. So basically, I brought these videos, and today, I think it's 25th of April. And tomorrow night, I'm going to bring the most important video of all to you. I am going to appeal to mankind. A request, I haven't asked you yet, from all of you, to ask you what we have to do. That is the tomorrow subject. Allah, see you tomorrow. So long.